Alright, shalom. All praises be unto Yehovah Hashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rachach Kodash. Double honor unto the elder apostles and the elder bishops at Great Millstone who rule well. And he taught us his truth. Salutes unto the Archon who continue to push the word in truth and sincerity. And the title of this one is A Man Who Has Enemies Praise. Consider David. Okay. A man who has enemies praise. Consider David. Okay. This is Psalms 41, and it says, to the chief musician, a psalm of David. Blessed is he that considereth the poor. The Lord Yahweh will deliver him in time of trouble. Okay, and it's always a good thing to be charitable. The scripture says charity covereth a multitude of sin, and we're all sinful. And when you're charitable, the Lord looks down upon that and likes that. He shows favor towards that, and he wipes away sin, But we also have to know who we do good unto, as the scripture says, know to whom thou doest good, roughly paraphrasing. Okay, so there's a balance, and there's the poor, financially and physically, but then you've also got poor in spirit, Israelites who you need to hear this word, and ultimately who will hear the word unto acceptance and salvation is of the elect. Okay, but the Lord will deliver him in time of trouble. The Lord Yahweh will preserve him and keep him alive, and he shall be blessed upon the earth, and thou wilt not deliver him unto the will of his enemies. The Lord will strengthen him upon the bed of languishing. Thou wilt make all his bed in his sickness. I said, O Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, be merciful unto me. Heal my soul, for I have sinned against thee. Mine enemies speak evil of me. When shall he die and his name perish? Okay. And as the title of the lesson is, a man who has enemies praise. Consider David. David had many enemies, man. Okay. King David had many enemies, And really and truly, it's David's struggles and trials and tribulations and him considering and running into the strong tower, Yahweh, okay, Ba'asham Yahweh Shai, okay, because David did know of the coming of the Messiah, okay, he knew of the Redeemer to come. In fact, the Redeemer came through him in that lifetime, that same spirit which would go on to be Hamashiach, came through David, all right? So David was very well aware, as with the rest of Israel, of the Redeemer to come, okay? And it says, and his name perish, man. And if he come to see me, he speaketh vanity. His heart gathereth iniquity to itself. When he goeth abroad, he telleth it. And one thing about enemies is that the most dangerous of enemies are the ones that pose to be friends or close. Okay? An enemy that you have and it's a common mutual understanding that I don't like you and you don't like me, they're an enemy, alright? But they're not a dangerous enemy. A dangerous enemy is one that poses to be a friend, okay, and will run your business and speak it abroad. All that hate me whisper together against me do they devise my hurt, okay. And by the way, David is expressing himself out through prayer in the form of a song, okay. The Psalms, comes from the Hebrew word thalalium, okay, all right. The Thalalium, man, the songs, okay. So, he was crying out unto the Lord. An evil disease, say they, cleaveth fast unto him. And now that he lieth, he shall rise up no more. Yea, mine own familiar friend, in whom I trusted, which did eat of my bread, lifted up his heel against me. And these are things which you know, happens in life, man. You know, and you know, Jake, man, you know, Israel on a whole, you know, we're very welcoming, a very forgiving, a very let your guard down, so to speak, type of people. So when done wrong, you know, Israelites take it personally because someone you thought you was cool with, you'd have never imagined in a million years, as the saying goes, that they would do such a thing. Okay? You know, you're going to have people that were once cool with you, people that, you know, at one point in time had your back and you were confident about it. You know, this could be even dudes in the truth that fell out, or this could be people in your personal life, whatever the case may be. Or the scriptures speak about how to handle this. Okay, we're to run to the Lord, but here it is, an example. You know, which did eat of my bread hath lifted up his heel against me. And when it says here, eat of my bread, you know, everybody eats, you know, no matter what nation you're from. But to us Israelites, eating is considered a very intimate thing. You know, if you're at meat with someone, you know, which is a table of goodly things, you know, foods, you know, drinks and everything. You know, if you're eating with someone, your guard is down. You know, in our Israelite custom, to eat and break bread is a very intimate, closely knit thing, man. So to have someone so close to you in such a brotherly / family intimate setting, okay, and look up words and know the meaning of words, man, because brothers will say something and, oh, that's a bit, you know, you can only identify that word and associate that word with sex. Like, intimacy goes much deeper than sex with a woman, okay? Look up the meaning of the word, man, okay? To be intimate essentially means, in layman's terms, to be extremely close, okay? There's many ways to be close to someone outside of, you know, I was going to say something there, but let's just keep it PG. Outside of the you know what, laying the pipe. Okay? Verse 10, but thou, O Lord Jehovah Hashem, shall be merciful unto me, and raise me up. Okay? That I may requite them. By this I know that thou favorest me, because mine enemy doth not triumph over me. Okay, so when things happen to us, man, you know, socially, you know, you have got enemies and things of that nature, man. Look to the Lord Jehovah Hashem Shai to lift you up, to lift me up. Okay, so that our enemies do not triumph over us. And as for me, thou holdest me in mine integrity, and settest me before thy face forever. Okay, and the face of the Lord upon you is the presence, the spirit, you know, the scriptures, you know, that brings us into the face of the Lord, this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Okay, so again, no matter what we're going through, be it enemies, be it people switching up on you, whatever the case may be, our face is to be set unto the Lord. Blessed be the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, the power of Israel, from everlasting and to everlasting. Aman wa aman. Okay, so there we have it, man. Tawab. So, just a few thoughts to ponder upon, man. You know, a man who had many enemies considered David turned to the Lord.